Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is, pardon me, today is Monday, October 13th, 2025. You may follow me on the Attack the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. I went through the whole spiel because I pulled out this Twisted Tarot from Hattie Thorne. I bought it, got it a couple weeks ago. I always go through and I shuffle the deck, right? When it's tarot, I shuffle it really good so it's all mixed in there. The swords, the wands, the majors, You can find this at HattieThorne.com or her Etsy shop, okay? I told you guys yesterday I was probably going to use it on Wednesday. This morning, or this afternoon when I came home from work, I pulled this and then I pulled a Halloween Oracle deck and I'm like, oh, I'm going to try it today. I pulled the cards out just to do like a pre-shuffle before I came onto the video. I had it sitting with selenite for the last like hour and a half. It was cleansed when I got it. I always do that stuff and say a little prayer. I always say, typically for me, like, and not that I don't cleanse, but I pray for my decks. Is that weird? I pray for my decks. Is that? Okay. Anyway, 2 cards fell out. The Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. And I'm going to put them back in the deck. Hattie Thorne put oracle descriptions on her cards, which is why like I'm gonna read them, right? The Spirit Song Tarot, the Intuitive City Oracle, which I've been using for like a year and a half by Rob Barthelman. They all have oracle messages on there, so it's a little easier to get a feel of what the card's for. I'm just going to say it, like, I don't even know if I'll ever be able to remember all the meanings of the tarot cards. And for me too, like when I look at the pictures on the cards, like that means something to me. Sometimes when I pull the card, like Eight of Wands, and I just say Eight of Wands, like I'll hear something or feel something or see something. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes like the cards don't even really matter. I just thought it was funny because this one fought to come out and I had to pull it out and then this one fell out. This Eight of Wands, something or someone is coming in for someone, and it's with this Knight of Swords. Either you're going to want to fight for whatever is coming in or whoever is coming in, or they're going to fight for you. It says the Phantom Executioner. Eight of Wands is the swarm approaches. And someone could be like, I don't know why I want to say bamboozled, but not in a bad way. Like somebody might be like approached by like many people, more than one person, more than one people, more than one person. Or if this is like a situation thing, it's like somebody, it kind of gives the feeling of like if you apply for a bunch of jobs, you go in for a job interview and the person in HR loves you, so they take you on a tour and everybody falls in love with you and everybody along with the HR are following you around and you're all talking and you're all chit-chatting. It like reminds me of like a movie or like a TV show. Like almost kind of comical, but cute, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. Take how it resonates. All right, I'm putting these back in the deck randomly. And we're going to shuffle. Maybe those will fall back out. I don't know. We got 2 on the table. I had a hell of a day at work today, y'all. Look at me. Look at me. I look like a bum. I don't even care. I don't care. I was so fed up today. I think I told you guys we were supposed to work overtime on okay, this is the only thing that's going to annoy me is they're like sideways cards. I mean, I like it, but it's going to annoy me. Anyway, we got 3 on the table. We've got 1 major. We were supposed to do overtime this past Saturday, and they canceled it. And I was like, that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. And here's why. Because we could have knocked out all of the work that was left over on Saturday. And this morning when we came in, it would have all been gone. And then it would just be the new stuff, which would make it not a big deal because the second shift would come in. And then tomorrow morning, there might be a little bit left over. Okay. They canceled the Saturday. Big mistake. Because when we came in this morning, almost 10,000 lines of stuff to pick, which normally is not that big of a deal. The only problem is, hey, what are you doing? Knock it off. Quit being mean to Homer. He's just trying to lay down and rest, and you're being a turd. And you're doing it on camera. Knock it off. Homer, come here. Come here, baby. You little pet. Go. You're going to have to go lay down in the living room because your brother's being a jerk. Sorry, baby. Sorry about that. I saw them on the bed and I'm like, what are they doing? Anyway, all the lines are primarily for what we call RAM pack. And I've told you guys before that I'm like one of 12 people that do RAM pack out of the 40 in our department because they refuse to train everybody. And some people literally refuse to learn, which I think is BS. If they're going to refuse to do it, then they should go work in another department. I don't care how long they've been with the company. All the lines are primarily for RAM pack. You have to pick items out of the bin, put them in a box, put it on the line. It goes up to the machines, the robots, and they package the box, and it goes to the truck. It takes longer. Okay? It takes way longer than if you have a person pick it, put it in a tote, put it on the line, send it up to packing, and somebody packs it. A human packs it and sends it to the truck. It takes probably almost twice as long. We have 7 lines that do RAM pack, and then 7 lines that just pick regular and it goes up to packing. The thing is I think like 10 or 12 line stations are set to do RAM pack. On Saturday, they could have had 10 or 12 stations doing RAM pack and just knocked it out on Saturday. But no, because that would make sense. So today, when we left, there was about 12,000 of RAM pack and there was about 12,000 of regular picking, which is ridiculous. It should have, when we left, there should have technically only been about 12,000 of regular picking, maybe 1,000 of RAM pack, if we had done the Saturday. And if we had done that, second shift would have knocked out that 12,000 of regular. Tomorrow morning, we would have come into probably almost nothing. It boggles my mind that they act like they don't know this. And it boggles my mind that they think that we're stupid. Like, I've been doing this for 6 years. I've been watching these morons fumble for 6 years. Like, none of them belong in management. None of them. Like, I don't. We got 5 on the table, 1 major. We're doing 2 more shuffles. It just kills me. It just kills me. And then there was a rumor going around this afternoon that we were going to start at 4 tomorrow morning. Nobody came by and said anything. Nobody told me anything. Not the bosses, not the lead, nothing. So I'm going in at regular time tomorrow. You don't come around and you don't tell me I need to be in there early. I'm not coming in early. And I didn't want to come in early anyway, because it's BS. We got 9 on the table with bottom of the deck. We've got 2 major, it looks like. 2 major. And no reversal. Okay, I want to get these in order of like... Okay. All right, so we got 9 with bottom of the deck. All right. Sorry for rambling about work. It just really annoyed me. And as you can tell, like, I'm in all disarray. I went for my walk this afternoon after work. We've got 9 of Wands. I hope all of you had a better day, that's for sure. We got 9 of Swords. We got Death. I cannot pick up anything with these fingernails. We got 6 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. We got Judgment. We got King of Wands. And then bottom of the deck, we've got 2 of Swords. Buddy. You came back and Bubbles is gone. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Someone... Okay, I'm not laughing to be a jerk, because I just got... As soon as I heard that in my head, like, I thought, like, oh, like, this sounds familiar. Someone might feel like they're cursed. And again, I'm not laughing. Really, I'm not laughing. Like, I have had thoughts like that. I'm sure everybody has had thoughts like that. Like with the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the Death card. Like, somebody constantly feels like they're in a negative cycle, a karmic cycle. Someone is definitely like a survivor, for sure. Like, they've lived through something. Okay. I mean, we all have, but everybody's a little bit different. But it's like that survival mentality, I guess you could say, has led somebody to believe that, like, they just feel like their life is cursed. It has never taken off like it should have taken off. Like, it's not that there's not positivity there. It's just that there's like nothing ever really works out for me. Like, things never really take off, if that makes sense. Yeah, so the 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here. So whoever this person is, like, this is a very giving person. Like, they would give you the shirt off their back. However, it's kind of like, okay, I gave Sally the shirt off my back, and now I have no shirt. I believe in you, God, so when are you going to give me a new shirt? And it's kind of like realizing, like, okay, maybe I should not have given Sally my shirt. And it's not to say to not be a giving person. You should be a giving person, a kind person, a loving person, right? Caring, compassionate, empathetic, sympathetic, all of that jazz. However, like in my mind, okay, as that is an example, right? I give Sally the shirt off my back, and now I'm looking to God like, hey, give me another shirt. When in reality, in my mind, I would be like, okay, Sally, here's this shirt, take it. I know you need the shirt. And I go to the thrift store and I spend $2 to get a new shirt so that Sally doesn't have to spend the $2 to get a new shirt. That makes more sense to me. And I'm not saying don't ask God for things. I'm not saying don't manifest. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, okay, you gave it away because you felt the need to give it away. You felt the need to be generous, and that's great. But now if you want a replacement for said thing, you need to replace that. Does that make sense? And it's not to make this person seem like an ass, because I don't think they're an ass, but I don't think they realize like, like here's another example, right? I go to the quinceanera, right? I went to 2 this summer. I gave $100 each time. I'm not lying. I gave $100 at each quinceanera. I did not come home expecting God to have left me $100 bill on my kitchen table. Like, I worked overtime to earn that $100 for each of those quinceaneras. I only had to work one Sunday to make the $100. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I did that of free will. I did that of choice. Like, I chose to do that. I chose to be caring and giving and do that. I paid for it. I'm the one that came up with the money. Like, I didn't just give the money and then expect $100 to fall into my hands from the sky. I don't even think it's somebody that's like expecting like the money to come back to them like from God or anything like that. I think it's just somebody recognizing like, okay, like I'm a good person and I give things, I give money, but then I don't get a lot in return. So that would be more like I go out and I buy my 3 friends birthday gifts, Tina, Terry, and Tony. I buy them each a birthday gift. And then my birthday comes and neither one of them buys me a gift. Okay, that I could kind of see. That I could kind of understand. It's kind of like, okay, I was generous, I was kind, I did this for my friends, but neither one of them can think of me. Not one of them. They couldn't have each put in $2 and got me a $6 meal from McDonald's. Like, not that I want that, but I'm just saying, like, it's somebody thinking like that they give and they give and they give and they don't get a lot in return. But again, and don't hate me for saying this, because sometimes I think it's human to have those feelings, right? Like, oh, I give, but I don't get anything back. It's human to feel like that, you know? It's definitely human to have those feelings. And there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. However, you do have to recognize at some point, if you're going to keep doing it, if you're going to keep giving money, gifts, whatever, you have to recognize at some point that you're probably not going to get as much in return. You're doing it because you're a good person, because you're a kind person. You like the way it makes you feel. It makes you feel happy to give the gift, to give the money. You like to look at the person's face when you give them something, you know? And I've talked about this before. If you follow, if you subscribe, I've talked about this before. Altruism. I don't believe in. It's cockatooey. Like, it's cocky. It's icky. Altruism. No such thing. I'm sorry. I don't believe altruistic act. There's no such thing. Because in order to have an altruistic act, you have to not take pleasure in giving. Okay, who doesn't take pleasure in giving? A robot? And I'm sure there's like one or two people out there, maybe Mr. Bezos, who donates, $1 billion a year. He just doesn't give a shit. He does it as a tax write-off. So he doesn't care. But most people enjoy giving a gift or enjoy giving money or enjoy doing something for someone else. And you should. To say like, oh, it's not altruistic if you had feelings about it. And then to turn around and be like, well, you shouldn't have had feelings about it if you wanted it to be altruistic. Fuck that. Like, I want to feel good about giving, about donating, all those things. Otherwise, why do it? Why do it? It makes me happy to see someone else happy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's it's not very often that I'm walking around out there saying, "Well, I hope that person has a shitty day." Like like even like my worst enemy, right? The ex-best friend, the guy I'm in love with at work. I don't walk around like that. Like, oh, I hope they have a shit day. Oh, I hope, they step in a pile of shit. No. No. Cuz my feeling is when you have those types, it's the flame point kitty. Come on. Bubs. Come on. Bub. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jump. Jump. Okay, you're stupid. The cat's out there. Come on. The cat's out there. Oh, for God's sakes, you don't even care. Okay. Anyway, I'm just saying, you should feel good about giving. Altruism is BS. It like I said, it's cockatooey. It's cockatooey. It You should feel good about giving. That why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you not want to? You know what I mean? Like, I love to give things. Um and not to toot my own horn or anything, but this is an example. Every year our company does LGBTQIA shirts, cancer shirts, things like that. And you buy them. Like, as an employee, you can buy them. Okay. They came out with a cancer shirt for October. First of all, they didn't do them soon enough. We should have ordered them in July or August so we could have them for Cancer Month. Unfortunately, our company doesn't think like that. However, they had a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, all black. It's got like the pink writing on there. It says support cancer, all that stuff. It has our logo on there. Very cute. $22 for a shirt, $26 for a long sleeve. I bought one of each. I bought one for each of my 4 friends at work. 4 of my friends at work. I bought them each a shirt. Okay. We're just waiting for them to come in. I did that because I wanted to do that because I had the money at the time. Like, they're already bought and paid for. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I put them on a credit card. I already paid the credit card. When they come, those are 6 free shirts as far as I'm concerned. But I bought those for them because I wanted to, because they're 4 of my most favorite people on this planet, and I wanted to buy them a shirt. And I was being nice, and it made me feel good, right? Because I love to do things for other people. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. I think you just have to recognize it's not always going to be reciprocated, right? It's not always going to be recognized. And you have to do it because you want to do it, not because you want somebody to see you do it, not because you want somebody to be beholden to you or feel like they have to buy you a shirt or give you money or buy you a gift. Like, you have to do it out of the kindness of your heart. I mean, I just love to do things like that. whoever this person is, either they currently have some issues at home or they used to have issues at home. It doesn't necessarily have to be like abuse. It could be just like issues like I'm going to give you a couple examples. It could literally just be like issues with an actual home, like something's wrong with the home. It could be someone's not comfortable being at home. It could, and I know that sounds weird, but like if you're like in just an example, another example of an example, right? Like if you're used to living with somebody, but now you're single and you live in your own apartment, your own condo, your own house, whatever the case, and you're alone, it might be uncomfortable to live there, right? So just some examples of like something having to do with at home. It doesn't necessarily have to be like abuse or anything like that. I mean, take how it resonates for you. And it's okay, so the judgment card, like I said with the death card, this person thinks that they have a lot of karmic cycles that just like it feels like they keep repeating. With the judgment card, it's like, yeah, it keeps repeating. Maybe because God, your angels, your ancestors, your dearly departed loved ones are looking for a different response. Pardon me. Okay, now you come up here, the cat's gone. You missed the kitty. I tried to tell you there was a cat out there. A little cutie. You're not coming up here. Go on. Go on. Go the other way. Thank you. Thank you, bub. Thank you. Um basically like pardon me, and this is just an example. Like let's say you date somebody and they turn out to be, no good. And you break up with them, they break up with you, whatever the case. And like a year later they come back around. And it takes you a minute to shoo them off. Or maybe you don't shoo them off. Maybe you get back together with them for 6 months and then you break up again. And then 2 years later, they come back. You repeat that cycle because you don't tell them to fuck off in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I understand this. I understand the thought process between or for or about God sending you back through the same cycle because you need to learn your lesson. You didn't learn it the first time. I get it. But I'm also going to say this. I'm going to take the alternative route here. Um the guy I dated in 2023, he came back in February. Now he came back again. We've been talking for the last couple of weeks. He's still supposedly in a relationship with this woman that lives 6 hours away in Michigan. I don't get it. Him and I are like oil and vinegar, okay? Oil and water, whatever the case. In April, we stopped talking to each other because I just made a comment to him about him and his girlfriend, and he freaked out and blew up and yelled at me, and I was like, okay, I'm blocking you because I'm not going to put up with like weird whatever abuse. I don't know what that was. Then he came back like a couple weeks ago and apologized and said he was stupid and he didn't know why he did that. Here's the thing. That whole situation with that person, like that he that is karmic. Like him and I are not meant to be together as far as I know. Like tell me differently if you know, because it just never works out for us. And I actually told him this when we started talking again a few weeks ago, I said, I broke up with you in 2023 because you never wanted to spend time with me. Like I was, we were supposedly going to date and we never dated. Like you kind of have to actually do stuff together in order to date. And he never wanted to spend time. Oh, no, no, no. I was putting in effort. No, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. And here's the thing, y'all. I'm not even like that clingy. Okay. I'm not even that clingy. Like I enjoy my me time. I mean, 2.5 years of celibacy, 2 years, whatever the hell it was. I enjoy my me time. I enjoy being alone. I'm okay. Like, like I'm never going to not find something to do or not find something to do. I'll take a nap. I don't care. I'm just saying, like, when you literally don't want to spend time with me any day for like a whole month, and then like 2 days into the next month, you're texting me and you're like, yeah, I don't think we have sex often enough. When people are in relationships, they should be having it like 2 to 3 times a week. How are we supposed to have sex if we never see each other? And that was literally my argument to him in 2023, because if we were dating, we would see each other once, twice, 3 times a week. Could there have been sex? Sure. But that never happened. Like we never saw each other. I never got to see him at all. Like I would go, and I think I remember telling you guys this before. If you follow, if you subscribe, like I would go like weeks without seeing him, and he literally lives like 5 minutes away. And I have come to the conclusion that he got into the relationship with the woman 6 hours away in Michigan because that is comfortable for him. He was married twice before. It didn't work out. Both women cheated on him, supposedly. I can understand like the boundaries and, getting used to being alone and not necessarily wanting another person in your space all the time. I could understand dating somebody far away. But the thing is at the end of the day, like how long is that relationship going to be sustainable for? Like how long is she going to put up with that? That's my question. Because I think he could do that for another 10 years. But how long is she going to put up with that? Because here's the thing, y'all. I'm not even that clingy. I don't feel the need to be around somebody 24/7. When I was with the ex-husband, when I first got together with the ex-husband and we were dating, I told him, like, I'm a loner. Like, I don't need to be with you 24/7. If you want a girl that needs to be with you 24/7, you need to look for somebody else. And I meant that. He didn't listen to me, but I meant that. So with this guy in 2023, I'm, like, I don't need to be with you every day. But if we don't see each other at least once a week, how is anybody in a relationship if they don't see each other once a week? Like I don't understand it. That being said, that's karmic. I know it's karmic. But here's the thing. I'm not going to be mean to him. I'm not going to tell him to F off. I'm just going to keep doing my thing, going about my life, doing what I need to do for me, and let him do his thing in the background. And maybe he'll realize, like, oh shit, like, I mean, he's already living his own life anyway. He has a girlfriend. He doesn't need me for anything. So, like, I'm just going to let him stew in the background. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be bitchy. I'm not going to, like, be confrontational. It's not happening. Like, this is the third time down this road. Like, I'm just going to let it, like, fly away naturally. If God doesn't like it, too bad. Too bad. I even said to him, like, 2 weeks ago, I said, why are you bringing this back around? Why are you bringing? And here's the thing. in February, March, April, right, is how long I talked to him. In the middle of April, I said what I said to him and he got upset and he stopped talking to me. And I was fine with it. We literally, that 2 months that we talked, we literally didn't even see each other. Like, we just texted, talked on the phone a couple times. That was it. That was it. Like, I didn't see him for that 2 months. And he had his little tantrum and he left. I know I didn't give him the boot, but he left of his own accord. Like, he ended that cycle. Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, I passed the test. Like, I didn't sleep with him. I didn't go meet him. Like we talked on the phone a few times. That text, that was it. It was like friends. And he brings them back to me for a third time. And I even said to God, I said, why are you bringing him back? Like, why are you bringing him back? You know that this is no good. Like, you know that this don't work. Like, and I don't want him. I don't need a third try with the same person. Like, we already know it's not going to work. Like, why are you doing this? I've been laughing about it for weeks. I'm not even kidding. And somewhat angry. Because I feel like he's just wasting my time. I feel like he's just wasting my time. This King of Wands and this Two of Swords. So this is just someone being mad at themselves for the choices that they make and realizing like they might be making the wrong choices. And again, it just goes back to this person's spirit, whoever this person is, their kind, loving, giving spirit. Like I said, you just have to recognize that when you give, you're not necessarily going to get it back. And if you give like your last shirt, your last dime, right? You can't count on getting that back. So if you need it, don't give it. Whoever this is like, to me, it's like someone realizing like, yeah, like I gotta do what's best for me. Because there's really only two choices, right? Like, I can continue to give and lose everything that I have, or I could recognize that I need to take care of myself first. And then if I have anything left over, then I can give it, right? Does somebody have a collection of dolls? I don't know why. I just keep looking at these three little kids. They look kind of scary, but they look like dolls. Does anybody have a collection of dolls? My aunt used to have a collection of dolls. Like the Victorian looking kind that stand up on the little stand, and they have the fancy dresses and the hats and the parasols. Mm. No, I'm good. I think when she passed away, my cousin asked me, "Hey, do you want some of her antique dolls?" I was like, "No, no, I'm good." Oh, I can't. I can't. And it's not to say like my own dolls might not have been haunted. Maybe they were. Probably they were, but they were mine, right? Like, I was comfortable with them. Like, I don't want somebody else's haunted dolls. Is that a crazy thing to say? Like, I like my haunted dolls. I don't want yours. Yeah, somebody might have a collection of dolls. I don't have a collection of dolls anymore. The only collection of dolls I had was like the American Girl dolls. If you ever heard of that, if you ever had one or ever bought one, like I had like 10 of them, 12 of them, and then I ended up selling my whole collection when I got divorced. But That's pretty much the only dolls I ever had. I have babies, like stuffed animals and stuff, and I kept a few, but I'm actually pissed at myself because I think I gave away my cat, Natasha. She was a pound kitty. She was gray and white. I think I gave her away. I don't think she was damaged. Like, I literally think I looked at her and thought, oh, like somebody else, could get joy out of this and gave it away when really I should have kept her. I mean, I had her my whole friggin' life. Yeah, I felt like a real turd when I did that. Plus, she looked like my first cat, Miss Kitty, that we had when I was a kid. She was gray with green eyes. Someone might have dreams too. Like maybe dreams about the past, dreams about family, dreams about home, and that might make them also feel like they're cursed in some type of way. Or like maybe they can't let the past go, so like that contributes to their feelings of being cursed. All right, I'm going to let it go there. I'm going to let it go. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I'll talk to you later. Bye.